Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's take a look at Plume's token. I did cover it back in June, but I thought I should cover it again because it secured a big listing on the Binance, as you can see here. So that was a massive deal, I would say, for the Plume. So now, if you don't know what the Plume is, it is basically the first RWA layer 1 network focused on crypto natives building infrastructure to connect the real world and the crypto markets. So basically they are the RWS layer 1, you can say. So it is an EVM based blockchain, as you can see. So if you just go here, Plume is a public EVM compatible blockchain built for the next evolution of the real world assets. They are just not tokenizing the assets, they are creating a seamless way to use them, like cryptos, so like stake, swap, lend, borrow, loop, and more. You can do a lot of things. So they also say why the Plume stand out. They have like thriving ecosystem, over 200 protocols on board and growing, testnet success, 18 million wallets. Okay, so that is a lot, I would say. And they also have like partnerships with major institutions, distribution partner, and asset manager. And it is used for like RWS, and the future, or it is what they are saying, that it is the future of RWA finance, as you can see here. Now they have the ecosystem. You can basically do a lot of things on the Plume's portal. This is how it looks like. You can bridge, you can swap, you can also earn from a lot of real world assets as well, as you can see here. Their most prominent would be the nest, as you can see. If you talk about the nest itself, uh, the nest has like a lot of, I would say, market cap as well. Most of it is most likely, it doesn't show here, but most of the market cap is most of the TVL is going toward the nest. If you look here, if we just try to look at the TVL, like it has like 73 million, followed by Nucleus, we have Mofo 55 and others, as you can see. Overall, it seems like that they are doing really interesting thing in the RWA market. And you can also swap on like their layer 1 as well. And they also have like uh, Plume's staked ETH, which is basically PETH, which is LST token. You do get like 4.7 or something like that native yield, as you can see. If you just do like if you transfer your ETH to PETH. Now again, it doesn't have that much market cap, so it seems like that their LST is struggling, but that is not the case for, I would say, for the USD or PUSD. And this is not a native yield bearing token, so basically this is just fully collateralized, uh, and this is just fully collateralized USD. This is pure this is only a wrapped USD, as you can see here. And it has been struggling, like it actually ended up hitting highest in June, and now it's like low, like over 50%, which is a lot, I would say. Now clearly, from the adoption of the USD and from the adoption of like their PETH, we can say that the demand for the USD or PUSD is going down, but the demand for like PETH is going up. And I think this could be mostly due to the price of the Ethereum going up. So I don't think that this is really that much impressive, but again, their PUSD is struggling, so that is a bit concerning. Now if we talk about their recent development, they just had a massive listing on the Binance, so that was a big thing. And they are basically saying that the TVL is meaningless, because why? Because they are backed by the massive because they are backed by these massive, you can say, ventures. Like we have Horn Ventures, there is GZ Lab, and there is also Cellini, Galaxy Digital, and a lot more Animoca Ventures as well. So they do have, I would say, a really impressive backers. And if somehow like Plume's find its way towards Binance or Coinbase, we could also see a massive surge from the token itself. Now Coming to the token itself, this is how, but before that, let's take a look at Plume's RWA. So this is RWA analysis, you can say app, as you can see, and Plume has been struggling. I would say it is not making new highs, at least as of now, but again it is in the steady growth, so I would say that's pretty good for the RWA overall. Now if we talk about the token itself, like it has a max supply of 10 billion, and it is a layer 1 token, so it is used for all of those things such as gas fees as well as governance, staking, ecosystem incentives, and some other things. Now this is integral to various aspects of the Plume ecosystem, such as DeFi applications, real world assets tokenization, and like community engagement as well. Now they contributed like 59% of supply to the community, like 21% of the early backers, and of course these are, as I talked about, like Galaxy Digital and others. As you can see, these are the early backers, and we have like the rest is going towards contributors, like 20%. Now if we talk about the token unlocks, this is where things get really interesting. So in Jan of 2026 there will be a massive token unlock. So basically in the first month the investors will get like 700 Plume tokens, and the core contributors will get like 666 Plume tokens. That means 666 million, I mean same for the early backers, 700 million tokens, that is a lot. So that means we will most likely see a massive sell pressure in January 2026. So there are like, I would say, 4 months before that happens. So that means after 4 months there will be a massive sell pressure on the Plume token. Exact same thing happened with the Ondo. So I think the Plume will most likely continue to struggle if its market cap doesn't go up. So that is a big thing, that Plume will most likely struggle. But again, the token has not performed that much as well. As you can see, it has been in the downtrend ever since its launch, so I would say that is really bad for the token. And as of now, the hype for the RWS coin seems to have gone down as well, so that is something that could be impacting the Plumes as well. But again, if you look at its price, as of now it is trying to go up. So as of now I'm looking at this range, that is like 14 to 12 cent. This is the big resistance that it needs to overcome if it wants to go higher, like if it wants to go as high as like 20 cent or even higher than that. It does need to flip this resistance, which is really strong. And again, it seems like that its support is somewhere around here. So even if it goes down, there is a high chance that it will bounce back from 8.1 to 7.6 cent. This is really good support, I would say. So as of now, I think we can expect the token to, if it continues to go up, I think we can expect it to reject somewhere around like 12 cent. And if it doesn't reject here, we could be looking at a massive breakout, and it can basically go as high as 20 cent or even like 24 cents should be possible. So now unless if they announce a big partnership, or if we do see a massive exchange listing, I think we can expect the price to go as high as like 24 cent or even like as high as 19 cent. But again, even if it does continues to go up, I think this is the crucial resistance that it needs to overcome. So if it can like go as high as 14, like here, we could see a massive surge from here, like as high as this, or we can also go like this. So these are the two things that I'm looking at. Let's see what happens. But again, I think if it wants to go higher, it does need to break above from this trend line. And for the long term, if I plan to hold this coin like over 2026, that is going to be a bad idea because of these token massive unlocks. So again, I think the token will most likely be a pretty good hold till like Feb of 2026, or even like till the March. But after that, I think the token will continue to struggle. But even I think starting from Jan of 2026, there will be a massive sell pressure, and that you will most likely see a massive correction in the market. Usually before the token unlock happens, there is a massive surge because these investors want to create a liquidity, and that liquidity could push it like higher, like up to 25 cents or even higher than that. But after that, once they start getting the token, we'll most likely see a massive sell pressure. Anyways, I just want to cover the Plume, and that's it. Thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.